locking in the streets and then telling brothers and sisters that if in order for them to go through, they got to show ID and things like that, which was kind of crazy. So that is definitely a big thing right now.
Uh-huh.
You have a couple of uh, community leaders, should I say, that has taken this on head on,
Right.
and particularly the young brother James Johnson. But again, these are some situations that we are knowing and this literally figuring out.
Mhm.
That's something that they've been like they preparing for the Grand Rebbe's return or whatever over by the park and
Same
the
area.
cemetery, all up over there. You see how they have like a Jewish takeover, and then they have the different things off of what was that, Francis Lewis? Francis Lewis, the way it turns, and then going down. It was like, wow. It's like they out there in mass numbers, but you can't. This is not a gated community. This is public streets, public access.
Right. So now it's a question of the integrity of law enforcement, of who gives them the authority to do these things in our
Exactly.
community.
Mhm.
So that again is definitely an issue.
Yes. Wow.
Uh,
But
Yeah, we
yeah,
go ahead, brother. What are you doing?
yeah, everything is good, man. Everything is good. I had a nice, good Father's Day. It was cool. Went to
Yeah,
church, of course, and then me and wifey just went out to eat, and
nice.
little stuff. I usually I would be on the grill, but I was like, I'm just tired. But it was
Yeah,
cool. We just had a nice little quiet day, or whatever. So it's all good. So
yeah,
enjoying it, enjoying the atmosphere, working again with the church, doing the food pantry, and then doing some other things. Actually having a men's health symposium on the
Mhm.
30th of June. Because
Yeah,
this is black. Well, it's not black. It's men's mental health awareness, but I always say it's Black Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And because so much, not just with mental health, but health in general, how we we don't go to the doctor, we don't get ourselves checked out. And a lot of
yeah,
times we don't get ourselves checked out until it's too late. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So we
yeah,
gotta,
yeah,
stay on top of that stuff and to try and do these things. So we having a symposium and people coming out to do some health screenings and just to give some good information and stuff like that. So trying to really, really get out there and stay on top of that stuff because it's important, man. You know, too many brothers wait. Oh man, what? You at stage 5? Well, damn, how did
it's
you wait
called
so long?
it's called suddenly.
Yeah, 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 like the overnight success. No, it took.
Suddenly.
So different things, man. Brothers gotta, you know, just step up the information and step up the game. But one thing that was good was, during the pantry, right? We do the food giveaway and everything like that, and people come up, they drive up, and then some people walk up, and one of the guys that walked up, I'm seeing him for the couple of months I've been out there doing it. And then he said something. I heard him say something about I played the guitar. I said, really? He said, yeah, so why don't you come on to the church and play, come and play at the church. He said, what? I said, come and play, let me see what you got. See, come play at the church and see what's what. Sure enough, the brother rode his bike over to the church with his guitar on the thing or whatever.
Hmm.
That brother got skills. Oh my God. I was like, yo, you see that? I mean, so many brothers that they have a talent or a gift, but they're down and out. You know what I'm saying? And because people they just push them down and or look down upon them, don't give them that hand down to reach and help pull them up. So they stay lost. That gift, that talent is lost, is hidden. But then it was like, oh, I got to get paid. I was like, all right. I said, well, we ain't got it like that right now, because we just moved over here. We small. You see the numbers are small right now. It's growing. As we grow, we can grow and we can, bless you a little bit more. But right now, just come and see what you got. And he was like, all right, okay, I'll do it. He said, God is telling me to come and do it. I said, all right, well, come on and do that. Let God use you and trust and believe your blessings will come. You'll get more blessings besides the money. You know what I'm saying? Because money comes and money goes, but other things will come your way. Favor will land upon you by you doing something in this vein. And by
Yeah.
reaching out. And the pastor was like, "Oh, I heard you say he was coming. I was surprised he showed up." And sure enough, that listen, I was like, "Wow, that boy." He said, "Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet." I said, "Okay,
All right.
well,
Good, good, good.
Yeah, yeah. Those are things, man, that a lot of us have to do. We got to continue to encourage others to
mhm,
want to tap into their talents, their gifts, their abilities, because it's like, what good is a man with three talents and they all buried?
that's right.
Mhm.
Yep,
You know, so you have to be the one who actually, you know, the at times just give them the spark that they need.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
so it happens so often with us, man, where our brothers are going through so many other things that they can
Mhm.
potentially lose focus of the very thing they used to love.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that essence of life, man. Yeah,
Yep.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I before I talk about the chat that me and brother Richard was talking about, I just touch base on Father's Day, man, because now that my kids are 13 and 10, it's a lot different than the younger days, right?
Hmm.
Um, you know, now they know what dad likes.
Okay.
So I had an event on Juneteenth, and it ended up being a lot bigger than I thought it was supposed to be. And they had like the lieutenant governor of Jersey. They had it was a big tennis event, and they were just talking about the state of tennis in the in the black community
Hmm.
and the recognition of the contribution of just black players to the whole world of tennis. Um, and just talking about additional resources that need to come into the community, kind of like what brother Richard was talking about. With using like New York using this win from the Knicks to bring light to open spaces for sports and going back to the benefits of sports and certain type of sports in the community for kids, adults, and even seniors.
Yep.
Um, but it's funny because my son was like, "Hey, Dad, I'm gonna come with you to this event." That's my 10-year-old.
Hmm.
Now he also came because one of the sponsors was Notre Dame, and that's his
Okay.
bad
Favorite
his
school,
style
favorite
of
college, right?
football. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he came out there and he was rocking his little hat and got a couple of shout outs from some of the alumni.
Hmm.
Um, and then on the Saturday, I did a little tennis thing in my community, like a Father's Day tennis tournament, just for
Right.
bragging rights. So I had a couple of dads came out with their sons and daughters and versus some of the other other parents and their kids. And it was interesting, man. Some of these competitive dads, man.
Oh yeah. Sometimes they take the fun out of it
Ah,
because they too damn
yeah,
competitive.
yeah. But the good thing was at least the kids got a chance to see another family and how they deal with it, right?
Hmm.
So, so that on the other side of the net was another family, you know what I mean? So that ended up being a lot of fun, and now they want to do it every year. So I said, all right, we can
That's
make it
how it
happen,
starts. That's how it
you
starts,
know.
brother.
But come to Father's Day, my kids were like, Dad, let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let's go play some tennis. Let's go to the park and let's go run around and play throw the baseball and throw some
Hmm.
football. I was like, look at these kids, man.
Listen,
They,
that's priceless, man.
you know what I'm saying? They know exactly what I want to do, and
Uh-huh.
they're suggesting it now. But the day ended up being nice. But it was just nice as you see that transition as the kids get older now.
Hmm.
You know, I know Brother Richard, he was saying his kids are like, well, not kids, like you said, 20. We said Brother Richard, 24 and 20. Um, so
Yeah, I'm right here. I was listening. Yeah, good night, my dear beloved brothers. So I'm very concerned about the the youth firearms. I was watching something on TikTok a couple weeks ago in the Bronx where they stormed the mall. And I think they try to do it here in Long Island, but that's a no-no. And I saw where one of the cops picked up one of the youth on TikTok and slammed him
Mm.
around. And as a parent, it bothered me. But then at the same time, I'm saying, well, they did damage property. Point I'm trying to make is that this mayor, if he succeeds, our community succeeds. So I'm praying that, you know, um, the plans that he have, going forward works. I was invited at Allen, sorry, excuse me, a couple of weeks ago when he was there, when he spoke and he was talking about housing. It sounds very promising. Eric realized that at the almost at the end of his mayorship, but what he wants to do is what we want for our community. I'm just tired of us begging and asking these people to do what they're supposed to do. That said, there needs to be and um, uh, I was even thinking before school closes, a lot of these places that they're giving permits to open up these weed shops, they should be spaces where our young people can go to, and all five boroughs, and be able to have some things, to do. One of the reason why I remember growing up in Philadelphia, one of the reasons why young people get in trouble, they have nothing to do, nowhere to go.
Hmm.
But if this mayor, and I don't know him, I don't know if somebody can get to him quickly before school closes, because it is said that he um, did something with the budget no mayor I have never done before, like something with the debt. He wiped it out. I don't know the details.
mm,
It shift funds immediately to all five boroughs. I'm tired of seeing young black boys being locked up and young black girls, being on a stray. Shift funds to all five boroughs, whereas there need to be as much as fast as they build prisons and et cetera. I don't gotta go down the laundry list. More event space, whether it's Boys and Girls Club. There's only one Boys and Girls Club I know of, and it's out here in Richmond Hill. Denzel Washington, invest a lot of money into that. I think there's another one in Manhattan, but there is a lot of money in New York City, and it's time for us to get these people in power to invest in the youth once and for all, so they stop going down the yellow brick road. They stop arresting them, and
Mm.
school is closing. Uh, you know, even these camps, all the adjoining states, Connecticut, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware. Um, this mayor can and these are ideas that I have. Reach out to these camps and send them on camps. Let the parents pay something, but the least, like, that they can pay, and partner with these camps, because if they go out somewhere else from where they live, their mind will be open up to the
Hmm.
fact, okay,
So I'm glad you mentioned that, brother, because we are planning right now our annual from the hoods to the woods.
Hmm.
Um, and it's annual situation where we take at least 10 young men out to camp for at least 3 days. 2 days, I think, no, 3 days, 2 nights. Right? Leave Friday, come back Sunday. And that's something that we can contribute. I mean, to that. Now, and if you're willing to accompany us, that would be even the better. Hopefully, you have some kind of camping skills,
Survival
since you
skills.
mentioned it, some survival skills to contribute to the particular thing. Right now, we just trying to set a date. It's going to be sometime in August, like in the beginning of August, and then we also have fishing and stuff that's coming up in July. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's definitely about being the solution, right? We can have all
Yeah.
these ideas, but if we don't put these ideas, activate these ideas and put them into motion, then, they're just ideas. Like
Yeah.
in 2014, it came to me to create a bullet buyback. I got discouraged because I spoke it out too soon, prematurely, and then somebody heard it, and then all of a sudden they was trying to imitate the idea. So God placed it in my heart recently to no, it's your idea, and I gave it to you for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And right now we're up $1,600 to from a $5,000 quota, which means we have a quarter of the money raised to be able to start doing what we need to do. But my thing is, I'll wait until the 5,000 is raised. We'll have a press conference, and then we'll be saying, "Listen, these are the collection dates. These are the locations, and we're asking people to bring their bullets in, and we're giving them $1 per bullet until we run out of the money as far as the $5,000, right? And then we'll get replenished with matching funds somewhere. Somebody got some matching funds because
That's that's
we're a
exactly what I want to say.
nonprofit, and we want to show you that this kind of tactic works in impoverished areas. So I hear everything you're saying. However, this is critical, not political. So we have to be able to maintain a stance on what we are trying to do as Black men in our own communities. Because if we look for politicians to do it, it'll never get done. We may have some good advocates in them, and that's all we may have. And those are the individuals who we will need. We need people to advocate for us in our causes. We need people in those rooms that we're not invited to that can be able to voice our opinion when it comes to child support, when it comes to visitation, when it comes to the things when we talk about fathers' rights, right? Alienation, where fathers yesterday, uh, they wasn't feeling so good because they didn't speak to their kids in years.
Mm.
Mhm.
You had some fathers going through, they was crying and going through the whole process themselves because the mother of their child, unfortunately, was the wrong mother, but she had the child. And now, due to the fact that she had the child, you got to actually deal with the reality of picking the wrong partner to have a child with.
Mhm.
So now we at a place right now where I posed a question like the day after Father's Day. How do we feel? Some of us feel good. Some of us, for me, I know, like, just for instance, like every year for the past 15 years, Father's Day has been everything for the service of God because I look at God to be the father of all fathers. So I want to be a conduit for him to be able to do it. And the only way that he could do it through me is through service. So I want to always be at service. I will, you know what I mean? I want to be in that kind of motion when it comes for Father's Day because I know
Mhm.
Father's Day is 365 days for every good father I know.
Yep.
It's just not
Mhm.
one day. And so since they try to commercialize it, all right, then I'm gonna just dedicate this day here for God because God is 365 days as well. But then
Yeah.
in the same interim, we have to be able to be used as conduits for Him to do it. Some of us weren't used. Some of us was too busy being beat up spiritually.
Mm.
Some brothers was getting beat up mentally because they didn't have that time to love on their children. Some of them wanted to see their children and couldn't see their children. They had an order of protection. An order of protection. Like some of them can't even get visitation without
Supervisory or whatever.
supervision.
Yeah.
Supervision. Like
My
you
God,
gotta be supervised to see your own children.
definitely something.
So my heart goes out to those brothers. My heart goes out to those fathers that even now, the day after Father's Day, is a regular day. Brother Howell, I see your hand up.
Yeah, 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 brothers. So, brother Richard, man. I'm in that situation right now. So I work for the City of East Orange as the attendance director, and trying to get traction on stuff, man. Brother Kenny probably can talk about that continuous, you know, interaction, pinging. You get nothing. You get nothing. You keep going back again. You get nothing. Then all of a sudden, you get the floodgates open for a period of time, and you get. Then it closes again. Then you saw it again, pinging every year, every few months, whatever it is. When you're dealing with these city governments and grants and trying to generate interest in something that you think is important. In my own town where I live, you know, there is no real organization to work around youth sports from a recreational standpoint. Everybody got to pay money and join a club, pay money, get like a travel team. Nothing is available through like the Department of Recreation for the town, you know. And I think they kind of want it that way, personally, because the Department of Recreation is one woman. I'm like, she's set up for failure. How is she going to generate soccer and basketball and tennis and for
She's
the
not.
kids?
She's not.
She's not. She's not. So everybody talks bad about her, like she don't do nothing. And I sat down one day, I'm like, you know what? She don't do nothing because she can't. Because
Well, that's deep.
because if she
Listen.
starts, she either got to pick something, pick what she can chew, and if she's pick what she can chew, everything else that she can't do, they're gonna run. They're gonna. Well, what about me? So
Right.
she's just doing it from a strategic standpoint. So what that means is, Brother Richard, when you come with your ideas, and that's like what Brother Kenny was saying. Once you speak, you got to now come with a plan on how you're going to implement.
Exactly.
If you can't come and do it, you can't go say nothing, because all you're going to sound like is a nice sounding board of great ideas, and then once you leave the room, everybody just go right back to what they were doing. I don't know if that's fair. But I know that's how it is right now. Whereas, so I'm there with you, man. I'm there with you right now. Everybody wants it. Few people want to come and do anything about it, but everybody got a point. Everybody got a criticism. You know what I mean? That's why nothing gets done. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Well, I agree with what Reverend Kenny said. The only thing I'm saying is that these people that are in power, they have an obligation. We cannot keep allowing them to sideswipe and hoodwink their obligation. Whenever we need resources, we need to pressure them. So that they give us what we need. The young people.
Yeah, the resources are the people. We are the resources. When the money is obsolete, Brother Rich, when the money has no more value, the only thing that's going to sustain us as a people is the relationships that we formed along the way. That's why in the word it tells you about being, loving thy neighbor as you love thyself. We're now in communities where you don't even know your neighbor because they're selling the community off and out. So at the end of the day, bruh, I hear what you're saying, but know this. It's not about them. It's about us. When we show up in numbers, they listen. When they come to events and they see 200, 300 people showed up for your event because this is who they come out to support, they want to hear from you because they know that you're an influencer. This is how this thing goes. You can't sit here and we can't beg, oh, we need. No, we need to show you how we need it. How we show them? You show it with 30, 40 kids. You show up and you show out. And they be like, okay, they get the picture. But you know, everybody want to be in a space where the spotlight is on them. But if the spotlight is on them, only thing that's telling me is that person is blinded because they too busy wanting to be in the light. The real
Yeah.
people who do the work, they're not in the front. They're not in the background, bro.
Yeah.
And not only are they getting the work done, they're getting the work done for the goodness of what we're all representing.
Yep.
So it's just like taking that time out and identifying with your solutions. You brought some great good solutions up. Cool.
Mhm.
How would you be able to attack those solutions? Did you
Mhm.
take time out and write that out? Or is that
Mhm.
something that was just in your heart right now because we're talking about specific topics in this conversation? Because if that's the case, then I'm gonna say after this is over, bro, please get a pen and a pad, write
Mhm.
it out. Because even in the book, it says write it and make your
Make
vision
the vision, make
plain.
it plain. You gotta have like a five
Yeah.
point plan of action. Okay,
Yeah.
this, and this. This is how we're gonna go about doing that. This is
Right.
how.
You know what I mean? I want to see everyone here.
Sorry. Yeah.
I need to see everyone here succeed. I want to see Brother Howell succeed. When he's in Jersey and he want to put these things together with them youth out there, I wish that we get more brothers that tap in on this call from Jersey that are close proximity of Brother Howell. Brother Howell been with us since 2020. We 6 years in. So it's like, okay, now let's really bring this to fruition where we got the bodies that can actually match the energy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the next thing. Now that we got the numbers, now we got the kids. Now it's an education aspect. I'm rolling into it, right? So now it's not just come and hit a tennis ball and run around the court. It's what does tennis actually mean when you're out there by yourself with just you and that ball? What kind of things are you telling yourself on the court, and what kind of things you're telling yourself off the court? And why is it that you choosing to tell yourself these things versus something else, right? And when you tell yourself these things, how do you play on the court and off the court, right?
Mm.
This is all about and then it's going to lead right back into spirituality, but it's just a different path. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
we do the kids, we do adults, and we do seniors also. You know what I mean?
I say I recommend you have those conversations about the soul, brother. Like really helping people identify that. Because when we're in spiritual warfare, people tend to forget the thing that matters the most, which is
And
the soul. And I think I done put this on repetition. I found myself earlier today speaking to my two nephews who've been with me for a few days now about the soul and how important it is to protect it. How important it is for them to identify it, listening to the music they listening to. One of them is,
Mhm.
bumping King Von. And I was like, well, you see what happened to King Von, right? He got murdered.
Yeah.
Mm.
Why would you want to continue to push that vibration and that energy out if you listening to the lyrics and his lyrics is leading to nothing but death?
Mm.
You spinning the block, you smashing and dashing and you stashing and blasting and everything else is like,
Yeah.
okay,
You know.
well, how much
Yeah.
of this are you gonna actually listen to until you find yourself in a situation where you actually doing what this person was talking about?
Yeah.
But like you said, like, yo, bro, just definitely we have to educate them, but we definitely have to touch on that conversation we have about the soul and how important it is for them to protect it and
But that's the
identify
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Because the self-talk is very, very relevant in how they are being fruitful. Some people can be fruitful and some people can be fruitless.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, but I encourage you, brother Richard. Don't 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 let it don't let it get dormant, man. Keep talking about what it is that you're looking to do. But it's funny. I just having this conversation with my 10-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I was just telling him, you always got to have your fives, man. Always got to have your fives. And when anybody asks you, anything about yourself, like, hey, what kind of person are you? You know, what type of things are important to you. You always got to have at least 5 quick things that you can always tap off, whether it be your family, God, things you love to do, your love for your family or your mom, your dad. You always got to have those things, to talk about yourself. Always got to have that in your pocket. That's something I learned in the military, when someone called, and it's funny because what happened was they called me up on the stage and says if I was getting an award or something, and they say, hey, do a 5-minute speech about yourself. And thank God I'd met this woman, a few years ago. She said, always have your fives. Any moment someone calls you up and say, hey, come on up here, man. Tell us something about you. And when you really think about it, you're like, damn, I've been with me for like 40 some years. Why would I be stuttering? How in the heck am I here? I can't say nothing about me.
Wow, it happens.
So always have your fives, man. Always have your fives.
Yeah.
And it's funny, Brother Dwayne and Kenny was just talking about it, about having that written plan. I was just telling my 10-year-old about it, because I don't know why it came to mind, but the vibration is real amongst the brothers, man. And yeah. That was a funny one, but yeah, keep those ideas, man. As we get to a certain age, I think it's naturally that we want to give back, and what does that even look like, right? It's like people saying, I want to help. What do you want to do when you grow up? I want to help people. Well, what does that even mean, right? Because maybe helping people might be, maybe you need to go to jail because guess what? You out here going crazy. You might be hurting a whole bunch of people. So maybe you need to go away for, just saying, right? Maybe you need to go away. You know what I'm saying? Because what does helping people really mean? You know what I'm saying? Because what it is and then that's where the conversation gets a little tight because it's like sometimes people just want to just give this hit you with the sound bites and the things that they're talking about. They really don't even know what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Right. I think, bro.
I was just gonna say one more thing, Brother Kenny.
Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
All good. One of the things that happened on this Father's Day that is really holding heavy on my heart was I finally connected with a brother of mine, and it's funny, a Haitian friend of mine from out here in Jersey, been going through some stuff, and he really has been open about what's going on with him. So I haven't seen him in about a year, and finally on Father's Day, his town played ours in baseball, and he came over, and something's going on. Something's going on with him. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think he's being honest and being transparent, but gotta give everybody time, man. But he lost like about 100 pounds. You know what I mean? And this is a guy that was probably about your height, brother, like brother Kenny, about 6'4", 6'5", and a good, like 290, 300. You know what I'm saying? Now the dude is like 205. You know what I'm saying? I was very surprised when I saw him, man. And so I didn't tell him anything around his kids, but today I called him. I said, hey, what's going on, man? I said, you look like a whole person just disappeared there, man. And unfortunately, I don't think what he's telling me is accurate. I just hope, just keep him in prayers, man, that, it's not nothing serious. But he said it's just he's been stressed out a lot, so he's not eating. But I'm like, that's 100 pounds is a lot to just throw off like that,
Yeah, so I think you did the best thing you did was call him. You said you called him today, so that right there means a lot. And
he appreciated it, man, big time.
Continue to call him because unlike other people, they may have seen him in his state and didn't say nothing, talked about it, threw daggers and everything, but you was the only one who said, you know what, you was on my heart, bro. I needed to talk. See how you doing. I've been calling you. Do it again in another day or so. Well, within the next week or 2 weeks or so, if you stay consistent, God is going to reveal to you what's going on with him, and he's going to be the one that's going to be able to articulate it to you in a comfortable space right now, like I said, this Father's Day, man, is a depressing time for a lot of other men. Men like unlike ourselves, we are 365-day fathers. You got men that are going through it. Like I was happy. I seen Brother Chris yesterday. Brother Chris pulled up with his daughter Dream, and I was happy to see him come out because I know he's going through some things right now, back and forth to court and all of that. But you know what? He had his daughter on Father's Day.
Yeah.
You know, so there was so many other brothers that weren't as lucky as he was. So I get it. You know, we are in a place right now where we have to be sensitive to other men and how they are doing mentally, spiritually, and physically. Because it's our obligation as a brotherhood so that we can be attentive to them. And by us being attentive to them, guess what? 9 times out of 10, they're going to be attentive to you. It's a show love, get love kind of energy. Sometimes, you know, if somebody acts like they don't care about me, guess what? I'll be like, oh, so what? Fine with me. I'm gonna keep on living. I'm gonna do what I'm doing. You ain't gonna, you know, you ain't gonna take no food off my plate, and I ain't about to offer you and neither. And that's just how life is, man. So, you know, us as fathers, you know, I think that I commend you for that, bro. Like, you know, when you see something, say something. You know what I mean? When you see a brother that's in need or you see a brother that's off, hey, what's up, bro? You good? And he hit you with the nah, you know what? Let's go out and get a bite to eat. You available sometime this week? We go get lunch. Let's go sit down and have a conversation. Because a lot of the times that's all brothers need, man.
Yep. They feel like they're alone in this world. Nobody cares.
Right. Because when you get into fatherhood is a lonely place. What father you know want to call another man and be like, yo, I ain't got no money to feed my kids. Yo, I can't make this bill right now. Or my daughter's phone is about to turn off. And I had a situation where the check ain't clear yet. I don't know too many fathers just gonna call the next man and ask the next man, yo, I need help. Fatherhood is a lonely place. Brotherhood was different, man. All of us used to chill with each other, ball out, play basketball, and you know what I mean, ride bikes together. Some of us dated the same chicks. Like real talk. That was brotherhood. You get older, you become a father. Now you in fatherhood. Fatherhood is a whole nother situation in itself. You think you on an island by yourself. But it says already, I know in the word that no man is an island by himself. That we have to be able to say, look, bro, how you doing? How you feeling? It's very important. Nobody checks in on us too much. How many brothers let's keep it 100. We be the ones who checking in on others. How many people checking on you?
Yes,
I was appreciative. I got a message from Brother Morris yesterday, man, and I was like, wow, I appreciated that message. He brought a smile to my face or left it on voicemail. I appreciated that. And I'm glad to see you to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that happen, and you be so busy giving. Nobody pours back. Who's pouring into your cup? After you pour into so many other people's cup. Now your cup is looking almost at the rim of empty.
That's right.
And you looking around like, yo, somebody got anybody? Somebody? Anybody?
It's funny. My mouth slipped on Father's Day, and I was like, you know what? I need to take a break. I was talking to my wife. She said, a break from what? I was like, I didn't even have an answer. I don't even know where it came from.
Right.
I don't even know where it came from. And I sat with that for a little bit. I said, I don't know what I need to take a break from, but I just feel like I need to take a break.
It's funny you said that yesterday.
Yeah.
See, you was probably on the same frequency I was on. I was talking to me and brother Ron Du came out. I looked at Ron Du. I said, man, you've been doing this for 15 years. I said,
Crazy.
every Father's Day, faithfully, we've been doing this for 15 years. I looked at that brother and said, man, we need to take a break. I said the same thing. I said, but the break I want to take, I want to go on a foreign land, you know, an island somewhere with the family and leave the phones and everything and just relax.
Yeah.
Really,
Listen, man,
you know, live, just be able to just not worry about
listen.
nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You over there? My bad. So someone else gonna talk?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was just
Brother
going to say
Morris.
something. So
Okay,
Kenny
go ahead.
Carter, you just said something that you just said 2 seconds ago. Did you know that?
Hmm.
You just said that, you know, we're our brothers and we can't say nothing because we don't get a response back. Well, you just said just now
Mhm.
that you want to go somewhere on an island. So with that being said, you just now put this out there. We didn't know that you had that on your mind.
Right.
So now, for accountability purposes, number one, us brothers have to adhere to what you said. That's number one. Number two, I advise you to have a proper presentation to say, I am going on an outreach mission, or some way that you have to post it on your gram or whatever, because you have announced it. You can't be bashful. You have to, like you just said, some brothers are going through things and they can't speak it because they just don't want to, they have a shame or some type of guilt of saying it. But now you said that, you can respectfully put out a presentation, or even within this circle, to say, hey, or create a Cash App account to say, Brother Carter's getaway mission, quote unquote. And now we are accountable to make sure that you're good, because we need your mind right to continue this ministry that you have. So I just had to say that.
That's good, but I'm definitely not one of those brothers who be like, I'll call you and ask you. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a different kind of brother because I know for a fact that, you know, a closed mouth don't get fed. So there's some brothers that I'll call immediately and be like, yo, bro, I need $100. Or yo, bro, I ain't got it. You know what I mean? Some small stuff. So I'm not, you know, I'm not too removed because I'm not prideful. I done knocked on I remember when I was young, I had to knock on my neighbor's door for sugar. I had to knock on my neighbor's door for bread, rice, things like that. So now I'm a grown man. I think that I remember those days. So I'm not forgetful of how it felt. It felt embarrassing. It felt shameful. It felt like, yo, hold up, my mom and dad don't got this in the crib, and I gotta go knock on the next doors. You know what I mean? It was weird feelings, and sometimes even traumatizing. But at the end, it's like, you know, I live a life where my children won't have to live the way I lived.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that it requires sacrifice. Sometimes I have to say, you know, I can't do this or I can't do that because I ain't got it. But that don't mean I ain't gonna have it for long. It's a temporary situation.
Brother Kenny, as you were talking, you know, my brother, he moved over there in Far Rockaway, and then my sister went over there and followed him. So she wanted to live out there too, from Brooklyn, because she like, man, I'm in New York City. I'm living on the beach. You know what I'm saying? That a couple blocks away.
That's
You
okay
know,
until that water come visit them.
yeah. Well, yeah. But you know, talk about. I mean, but in reality, having that little getaway, man. You know, having that ability to go out there and that boardwalk on the sand or whatever. You can pull your mind away. You know, pull your mind away into getting that relaxation right here at the house, man.
Now
You
you
know,
right. I mean, you right. For those of
leave
us who
that.
have not been
Yeah,
traumatized by Sandy,
yeah.
I was traumatized. Yo, my brother Romeo on here right now. He was
Yeah,
I'm sure Romeo was in Far Rockaway when Sandy happened. Like a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
brothers was out there doing a
it
lot
just
of
destroyed the whole boardwalk. The whole boardwalk was gone. The whole beach was
Gone.
the
gone.
whole
Yeah,
beach was gone.
Everything, yeah. Took everything.
Yeah, yeah. They came out
Everybody's
there afterwards. Like, you know, the property prices were a little low, so they took advantage of that. A
Yeah.
couple of properties.
Then I want them nowhere close out there, son. No, sir. The water, no wash. No, sir.
yeah, everything was gone, man.
With
Everything.
you, Kenny. No, I'm don't live
Yeah,
back.
like I commend people now for even, you know, making that move. Because one Sandy just don't Sandy's is not a one-time event. They
Oh
just
yeah,
come in different names. It
oh
might be
yeah,
Bob, it might be Bobby next time. Who knows?
yeah,
Yeah, it was a lot. It kept happening. It was weird. It was like happening all the time.
Yeah,
yeah,
so and they said, look, it's the when the ocean meets the bay. What? Like
yeah,
that's an actual event in Far Rockaway,
yeah,
bro. When
yeah.
the
Yeah.
ocean meets the bay, you don't see no streets, you don't see no first
Mm,
floor apartments, none of that.
yeah,
If you're in a basement apartment out there, good luck.
Nah, it's
yeah,
over. It's over. Everybody's basement apartment was destroyed. Everybody's.
Mm.
Yeah, it was done.
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
But I definitely hear what you're saying, man. Like trying to just, you know, change the ambiance and make it seem as if, you know, this is not even really New York. You go on the beach. Those is good things. It was all good while it lasted. But
Yeah,
when you experience the tragedy, I was on and I tell you the truth, my daughter's 13 in July. She was conceived during
perfect.
Sandy.
Yeah,
All the electricity was off. It wasn't nothing to do. Me and my wife
yeah,
figured it out.
yeah,
No cell phones, no electronic magnetic posts flying through the house. It was nothing.
yeah. Amazing.
Wow, that long ago. Wow, man. Think back. Yeah, it was. Think
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
Crazy. But
So I
that's a
think
blessing though, because
yeah,
she makes you proud every day, man.
yeah, she
The
do.
great thing that she's doing, man. No doubt.
Yeah, she
yeah,
do.
yeah. But
Talented.
the cycle continues. New folks move in the neighborhood, and then they got to get their experience.
Yep, they gonna have their own experience.
Yep, 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 yep.
But I
Yeah,
ain't gonna hold you.
it's going.
13 years ago, Sandy came in the month of October 29th to be exact. I can
Mhm.
remember the exact date
Hmm.
because it was a big rivalries that was going on in Far Rockaway between Edgemere and Hamels. All of the different developments had, I mean, real beef. Now, the talk was that there was going to be a mass shootings that was going to happen
Mm.
Mm,
because Halloween was coming. So the talk was everybody was ready to go through the hoods with masks on and all kind of stuff. But due to the fact that Sandy hit, that prevented all of the possible murders that could have happened because it brought the
Thank
people
you,
more together.
Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. I love that.
And that's just the reality of it. Like the areas that it could have happened, it actually made people more unified. Like with Faith, we was about
Amen. Amen.
20, like 25 plus, I think 25 plus of us, Romeo.
Yeah, it was. It's close to that. Close to that number.
wow.
And we used to go out and do like we went into almost every development bringing resources. Where they
Everywhere. We went
was
everywhere. Everywhere.
from
Everywhere.
Far Rockaway to
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn. We was all the way out in Coney Island.
Yeah.
14-story apartment buildings carrying cases of water and blankets and stuff like that to the senior citizens who couldn't come downstairs because the power was out, the elevators didn't work.
And don't forget the police didn't want to enter those areas. Don't forget
Right?
about that. The police didn't want to go there. They were scared
Yep.
or cautious or whatever you want to call it. They didn't want to go there. So
Now they was
yeah.
shooting at the National Guards. They was
Yep.
wilding out there.
Yep.
So we was in a place where when they came through, they would come and drop stuff off to us. We was on Mott Avenue in front of the old library, not the new one, but the
Yep.
old library where they would drop all the supplies off and they would run up out of there. Pew!
Yep. Yep.
We'd be sitting there with like 200, 300 pieces of blankets and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's a good main spot. You stay on my avenue and we'll go in the trenches. good
Right.
central spot.
Essential. They would come and drop off and keep it going. But those things were experiences, man. As a father, it's very. It was shocking, but it's also character building because sometimes we have to go through some kind of adversity to really show you who you are as a man.
Amen. That's that part right there.
You know what I mean? Like who you are. You know, some of us, man, we going through things right now. Some of us going through financial things right now. But you know, the thing is, we refuse to go back to what we used to do or how to survive mode.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
bringing out character because see, I know that it's patience when you're trusting in God. It's patience when you have the faith of a mustard seed. That's going to bring you from this dark place into a more of a light spirit. Because we could really go down a rabbit hole if we were emotional beings. But as we get older, we get more mature, and we start to learn that it's not about our emotions anymore. Because our emotions can get us into places that we would never want to be again. It can get us in conversations that we shouldn't even be having. Our emotions. And as fathers, like I said, man, some fathers need to have conversations right now. There's a brother we probably didn't even speak to yesterday. And it wasn't intentional. It was just because we got so much stuff going on. But there's a brother within our own networks that we might have to reach out to and be like, yo, bro, how you doing? How you feeling? Brother Howell already did it. He led by example. But I believe there's more brothers that are going through certain things right now. Like I said, man, brothers can't even see their kids. Like I know a person who, like, although the father may be incarcerated, the father still got family. Does that mean that you cut the children out of the family life while the father's incarcerated? Or do you bring the children around? So there's weird things that happen. So we just got to be able to be on point and really just be more better in our communication. Because communication is the key to the unity that's necessary that we want to see.
Yep.
We could communicate together, right? Because it's communication and unity, but a lot of times we can't talk. Sometimes we got to do what we're doing. I pass the mic, you pass the mic. We all, you know what I mean? We all share our thoughts and we are able to receive from each other. So in these kind of times, man, it's just about really having an understanding of what's necessary. What's necessary during these times. And I believe that for me, Father's Day is continuously being in service of the work of building God's kingdom. Anybody else? Father's Day, let's go, because we're about to wrap it up. I'm about to go take my nephews and go drop them to my brother. About almost an hour out on Long Island.
Safe travels. Oh my goodness.
All right. Then come back home and pack
Yeah.
and get ready for this pull up for Peace Week in Atlantic City.
You know, I'll leave my card.
So anybody got anything to say? Anything on your mind? Anything that you want to add on to this conversation? Because we are definitely about to wrap it up, just like a Christmas gift.
I'm just listening, man. The thing sounds good. I think it's awesome, man. Kenny, this team we got, these people we got here now, it's incredible. And when I sit back and hear, just listening to how he even brought up, he paid attention to the guy's weight. That's what I'm practicing right now, paying attention. And I just love this group of people, man. It's crazy, man, how you've been doing this for so long and good. Yeah, I want you. Yes. I just love this group of people, man. It's crazy how long you've been doing it. I just love how you've been doing it for so long, but you know how to attract the right people. You know, is it ready? Right here, I said. All right, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Thank you. That's okay. That's okay. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I just want to say I just appreciate the group of people. You know, I'm very cautious about my surroundings. I don't care who likes me, who don't, and it's not really a lot of people who don't like me, but usually it's because they don't like my energy. Sometimes I don't give certain people attention, but I stand close to everybody, so I don't discriminate. But sometimes some people will rub me the wrong way. But this group of people is just like, I mean, man, I'm just proud to still be involved. You know, I'm really proud of myself for the decision I made to take you up on your offer when you approached me all of those years ago. I'm proud that I actually fought through all of the adversity of like some people not understanding my age and not believing that I deserve to be here for whatever reason. But that worked out well. And I'm just proud. I'm just proud to be around these people. That's why I'm just trying to listen and soak up all of this energy. So yeah, man, that's all I want to say. I'm just happy with everybody I see and everything I hear. I love it. It's great. Feels good. I'm confident to be in the circle. So I appreciate it. To everybody in here and Kenny, man, I appreciate it for real.
We appreciate you, young brother. Continue up your good work. Continue staying strong and continue defeating every situation that come up on you against you. You hear me? Because you already said no weapon form will prosper.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, my brother, I appreciate the grit, perseverance that you have. That passion reminded me of when I was growing up in Philly, the city of not so brotherly love. But now that we're at a crossroads where some of us were saying we have to figure out how to maneuver for ourselves to get things done. You know, we're here to let you know that you're not alone, you know. And you know, you can reach out to us, prayer, whatever else that we can do, you know.
Yeah.
Where exactly are you, bro?
Who you talking to?
That brother who was talking a while ago.
That's brother Romeo.
Oh, me? I'm in the city. I'm in Soho. I just came from work. Yeah, I was literally still at work when I tapped in. So I tried to tap in as soon as I could. I was just finishing up at work. So yeah, I'm in Soho. Just got out of work just now. Work at a boxing gym, upscale boxing gym. So I was just coming from there. I'm in the city right now. Yeah.
Romeo, I have my number down. Take my number down for two reasons. Number one, are you from Far Rockaway?
Used to live there. No, I live in Brooklyn now though.
Okay. Well, you have a boxing gym. I'm actually teaching my kids right now the fundamentals of boxing. So I like to chime in with you, see if I can get some pointers from you.
Yeah, but I do Muay Thai though. I do Muay Thai. I
don't know what that is, but okay.
Yeah, I'll explain it. You'll love it. Trust me, you'll love it. And even for your kids, it's. I could show you a bunch of stuff. You can show them strip and condition and everything. Yeah, definitely get my number from Kenny. I'll definitely tap in with you.
If you can
about 2 days.
He put his number in the chat, so all you gotta do is hit the chat and copy and paste.
All right, got it. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem, man.
And you can also use that as a check-in. I come from a posture of checking in. If you're ever going through anything, or if you want to check in on whatever hurts, habits, hang-ups, I come from that background of men talking to men. So you can keep that number just on the strength.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I'm gonna tell you, me personally, I'm the person who people go to, and I'm kind of trying to. I was jokingly, I was telling Kenny about how I'm trying to come away from that though. You know, right now it was a couple of meetings ago we were talking about, I think accountability, and it was a bunch of stuff we were talking about. But I was saying, me personally, I don't want to be there for people right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to be there for certain people, but not everybody. You know, I'm always the guy everybody call for everything. And they even, I mean, child support, everything, anything. Nobody don't have no shame in their game asking me for help. And I always try to figure it out, you know what I'm saying, every single time. So I don't really want to be that person no more. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being honest. I don't want to be that person. I don't mind being an heir, but nobody don't call me for that. They don't want a conversation. They don't want encouragement. They want money, financial help, you know? So I'm not
Right.
interested in that no more. I just want to help in any way I can, but not financially. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
the only thing, you know, but yeah, that's it.
The gene and genetics I come from is outside of that. Like if you're feeling like you're going through something, or pray for me because XYZ, or dog, I'm not feeling good this day, text me and be like, yo, can you pray for me, Brother Morris? Or I don't want, I don't ask nobody for nothing either. I'm just saying if you're ever feeling some type of way, or if you want to do a daily check-in or whatever, I come from that background, not from
Right,
asking nobody for nothing. Just you feeling, you want to talk,
right.
or if you want to text and say pray for me, I'm that dude. I'm that dude.
Appreciate it, man. I absolutely appreciate it. I'll take you up on. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I mean, you would have to talk to Kenny. I'm going through something, but no one will ever know whatever I'm going through because I take care of everything. You know what I mean, myself. So anything that I gotta face, I deal with it myself. I come up with a plan, I execute. So I can't even say I'm going through anything right this second because I already made a lot of adjustments. So right now it's a process I gotta kind of go through. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've been me for a long time. So it's a hard thing to get away from. You know, I'm used to issues and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm okay mentally and all that kind of stuff. I have a relationship, 8-year relationship. I'm a good person, so of course I'm gonna come across a few people who got my back, and then also too, I'm prideful, so I would never ask for too much, no matter what my situation is. But I don't think I would ever let my situation get to that point where I would have to, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It would have to be some random stuff. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. But I'm definitely good. I'm working out a little while ago. I don't have no shame in my game. A while ago, I was out of work for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? So I had to
For 3
figure
months?
out what I was going to do for 3 months, and I had to figure out what I was going to do, and I figured it out. You know what I mean? I got a job where I don't even know how I got this job. It kind of just fell in my lap. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
It's perfect. Everything is good. I'm meeting some great people. I'm a designer, and the owner of the business the company I work for is Chrome Hearts. That's his best friend. So I try to tap in with that, but of course, somebody like they didn't like the way I was moving. I guess they felt like I was moving too fast. So I mean, they didn't even let me have a conversation with my boy. You know what I mean? I designed some fire stuff, but here's the good news: all those designs that I wasn't able to push to my job. Now I'm gonna talk to Kenny and see if he add that to his repertoire or whatever he got going on. So my designs don't go to waste. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest. Last thing, I don't want to talk too much. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't really like making any splashes like that. I don't like making moves where somebody got to co-sign me and big me up. I'm so confident in myself, and I believe that when it's my time, it'll be there. And I mean it. I'm not saying it trying to be positive. I'm not trying to be spiritual. I'm saying the truth. I think that the way I'm moving right now, that if I just stick to my plan, I think I'm gonna show everybody what I'm saying. I think people are gonna witness it. I think so. Cause that's great. The Chrome Arts is right there. It's really crazy that I wear this stuff. This is Chrome Arts. That's the lady, my manager pulled me to the side. She's like, "Oh, that's a nice hat." I said, "What is the name of that?" I said, "Chrome Arts." She said, "Oh, this? That's his best friend." I was like, "What?" And then I told my girl, she said, "That's God." She said, "You're gonna meet with that guy." But I'm not interested in it no more. Like I don't even care about it no more. But anyway, I gotta hop on the train. I'm out here in sorry for the noise. It's starting to pour down rain and everything. So I'm gonna definitely tap in with everybody. I appreciate again the company. I appreciate everybody here, man. I love this group of people. It's I don't know. It's really crazy how Kenny is able to find these you guys, people like you. It's really crazy. I don't know but you gotta steal for it. Everybody's it's like their own boss in their own right. We know how to come together and mature, maturely come together, and everybody have a voice and everybody speak up, and there's no animosity. It's very hard to have that many, a bunch of people like this and be able to coexist. It's very difficult to do it, but it's happening. So I just want to say again, I appreciate it, and forgive me for the noise and the distractions, but I tried my best to tap in. I was at work, and I tried to tap in as soon as I can. So I gotta.
All right, so look,
hop on the train.
so right quick, I'm about to pray us out because we
I was
out.
thinking about that. Prayer.
Yeah. So, brother Richard, it's on your heart. Go ahead, and pray us out real fast, brother.
Father, we thank you for this gathering. We thank you for the brothers that is gathered and the brothers that will be gathered. We thank you, Lord God, for Brother Howell, Brother Romeo, Brother Johns, Reverend Kenny, and the other brother whose name I do not recall right now, but whom you know.
Brother Morris.
Brother Morris. Thank you for the empowerment, the education, the endurance, the very strength you've given us tonight from this conversation. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
All right, brothers. Y'all have a blessed night, man. Y'all do what y'all do.
Yes. Happen. Appreciate
right.
it, brothers.
Peace.
If I may,
Peace.
Brother Howell, I want to take my number.
Yes.
You were saying 929.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Hold on.
Put it in the chat, man.
Nah, go. There's overtime. We got 929.
494.
494.
Yeah, the reference right. 0645. I should have put it in chat.
All right, we got you.
Yeah. Brother Romeo can have it too if you so choose.
Nah, brother, gone.
Oh wow. All right. Blessings. Love. All right, Reverend Kenny. Later.
All right, peace.